Hi and welcome. My name is Stephanie, and today I have a quick and gentle prenatal yoga class to share with you. This class is safe for all trimesters of pregnancy as well as all levels of yoga. You don't need any props to do today's class, so when you're ready, grab your yoga mat and let's begin. We'll begin today in mountain pose. You might take a moment to rock forward onto your toes, then backwards onto your heels. You might rock a little to the left and right, just grounding down through all four corners of the feet before finding a moment of stillness to begin class. We'll take one long inhale through our nose and then a long exhale. On your next inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Clasp the left wrist with your right hand, and as you exhale, think about lifting up and over as you lean over to the right, finding a gentle side body stretch. We'll hold here for about 3 breaths. As you inhale, you might allow your breath to lift you out of the pose slightly before sinking a bit deeper into the stretch with your next exhale. Your gaze should be soft and neutral out in front, or perhaps lifted towards the sky and your left arm. Your left bicep is by your ear here. Let's take one more inhale. And as we exhale, we'll come back to a neutral mountain pose. Inhale, both arms up overhead again, this time clasping the right wrist with your left hand. As you exhale, think up and over as you find that gentle side body stretch on the other side. Again, as you inhale, you might allow your breath to lift you out of the pose a bit. And as you exhale, you might allow yourself to come a bit deeper into the stretch. We'll hold here for a total of 3 breaths, inhaling to come out of the pose slightly, and exhaling as we find a deeper side body stretch. Let's take one more long inhale here, breathing in through the nose. And as we exhale, let's come back up to our neutral mountain pose. On your next inhale, swing your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. We're going to draw the shoulder blades together to find a nice chest opener here. You might rock a little bit side to side. You might even move your feet a little bit wider than hips width distance if that feels right. On an inhale, draw your hands down and away from your back, finding a deeper stretch through the upper chest. And as you exhale, begin to bend at the waist, keeping a flat back for as long as you can, before exhaling as you release the hands down to the earth and find your forward fold. We'll hold here for one full round of breath. Keep your stance wide, your feet might even be as wide as your mat here, and bend your knees generously, making sure there's plenty of space for baby. On your next inhale, rise up, finding a halfway lift. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the mat and step your feet backwards, finding your downward facing dog. Take a moment to settle here. You might have your hands wider than shoulder width distance apart, giving yourself a more stable base for the front body. You might also bring your feet a little bit wider, perhaps a little bit wider than hips width distance apart, maybe even as wide as your mat. Again, bend the knees generously here, leaving plenty of space for baby. Your heels may or may not touch the earth, and that's okay. We want to focus more on keeping a straight, flat back than bringing our heels down to the ground. We'll hold here for a few more moments, enjoying the gentle stretch through the back body. You might bend one knee generously, and then the other, walking your dog as you find a nice stretch through the back body, finding a nice stretch through one calf and then the other. If you've had a wiggly dog, find a moment of stillness here, breathing in deeply through the nose. And as you exhale, slowly lower your knees to the mat as we come into our tabletop position. Take a moment to check that your knees are under your hips and your hands are under your shoulders. On an inhale, we'll focus on drawing the belly in towards the spine, keeping our flat back position. And as we exhale, let's tuck our tailbones under, finding a pelvic tilt here. Inhale back to that flat back position, keeping belly drawn in. And as you exhale, tuck the pelvis under, just like you're a dog tucking your tail between your legs. Continue moving at your own pace here. We'll take about 3 more of these pelvic tilts, working to strengthen the pelvic floor and finding a nice gentle stretch through the lower back. We'll inhale through that neutral tabletop position, keeping belly drawn in towards our spine, not allowing our stomachs to fall down towards our mat. And as we exhale, find that pelvic tilt, rounding through the lower back as you tuck your tailbone under. Let's do one more. Inhaling through tabletop. And as you exhale, tuck your tailbone under, taking one final pelvic tilt. For the last time, we'll inhale through tabletop. And as you exhale, sit back onto your heels before you swing your legs out in front of you and bring your sit bones to the earth. We'll bring the soles of our feet together here, finding our butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana. You can draw your heels in towards your hip for a deeper stretch through the inner thighs here, or draw them further away to make more space for baby. As you inhale, think about lifting and lengthening your spine. And as you exhale, slowly begin to bend at the waist, keeping your back flat as you find a forward fold. With each inhale, we want to think about lifting and lengthening, working to keep our back straight. While with each exhale, we might work to bring our front body a little bit closer to the earth and find a slightly deeper stretch. We want to be careful not to allow our spines to round here or to come so far forward that we're compressing baby. If you want to find a deeper stretch through either your thighs or glutes, you can play with moving your feet farther in or out from your hips, noticing how that changes how the stretch feels. We'll hold here for one more full round of breath, inhaling through the nose as we lift and lengthen, and exhaling through the nose as we continue to bend at the waist, keeping that flat back position. For the last time, let's inhale deeply through the nose. And as you exhale, begin to push out of the pose, moving slowly and gently as we come back to that Baddha Konasana. Let's stretch both feet out in front of us now, finding a wide-legged seated forward fold. You might move a little junk out of the trunk here. If you find that your spine is wanting to round, even just sitting in this position, you might think about lifting the hips off the ground a bit by coming to sit on a block or a blanket or a rolled towel. Again, as we inhale, we're going to think about lifting and lengthening the spine. And as we exhale, we're going to bend at the waist, keeping that flat back position as we find our seated wide-legged forward fold. This pose is very similar to the last one, but notice how the stretch feels a little different with the legs out straight rather than with the knees bent. You might bring your hands to the ground in front of you here, or rest them on your thighs or shins. If you're able, you might even clasp your feet or toes if you can reach them. Again, we want to be careful not to compress baby, and we want to make sure that our spines remain long. We'll hold here for a few more moments. Continue to think of lifting and lengthening with each inhale. And with each exhale, find a slightly deeper expression of this pose and a slightly deeper stretch. Let's take one final breath here, inhaling through the nose. And as you exhale, let's push out of the pose, coming back to that wide-legged seat. This time we'll draw the heels in one at a time, finding an easy pose. As we inhale, let's lift the arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, bring your right fingertips to the earth as you find a gentle side body stretch here, leaning over to the right. You might keep your right fingertips on the earth, or perhaps bring your whole palm down. Or if you have the flexibility, you might even come to rest on your forearm here. Your left bicep is over the ear and your spine is long. We're not allowing our chest to round or to fall forward. As you inhale, you might allow your breath to lift you out of the pose gently, just as we did at the beginning of class. And as you exhale, you might sink more deeply into your side body stretch, noticing how it feels different at the end of class versus at the beginning. Let's take one more long inhale here, breathing in through the nose. And as you exhale, you might push off the earth, coming back to your seated position and finding a neutral spine. Let's inhale both arms up overhead. And as we exhale, we'll take that side body stretch on the other side, bringing our left fingertips to the earth as we stretch our right arm overhead. You might stop here with just your fingertips on the ground. Or again, you could bring your palm to rest against the earth, or even your forearm, taking whatever expression of this pose feels best for you today, and being mindful not to overstretch. Again, as you inhale, you might allow your breath to lift you out of the pose gently. And as you exhale, you might sink a little bit deeper into the pose, being mindful to keep your spine long here and not allow your chest to round or fall forward. Let's take one more full round of breath here, inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling slowly. For the last time, let's inhale through the nose here. And as we exhale, we'll push off the earth and find that neutral spine again. This time, let's inhale both arms up overhead. And as we exhale, we'll bring the left palm to the right knee as we swing our right arm back behind us, finding a gentle twist. Your belly and your hips are square here, both pointing towards the edge of your mat. We're not allowing this twist to extend into our abdominals or lower back, but keeping it concentrated in the mid and upper back. You might look over your right shoulder here, but be mindful not to jerk or force this pose at all. Again, this is a very gentle twist. As you inhale, continue to think about growing tall and long through the spine. And as you exhale, you might turn your gaze a bit further to the right, finding a slightly deeper stretch through that upper back. On your next inhale, let's come back through neutral as we bring both arms up overhead again. This time as we exhale, we'll bring our right palms to our left knee, finding the gentle twist on the other side. Your left arm comes behind you as your gaze settles over your left shoulder. Again, your belly and your hips are square, both pointing towards the straight edge of your mat. We are not working to compress baby here, so we're not forcing this pose at all. We are not allowing the gentle twist to extend into the lower back or the abdominals, but keeping it confined to the mid and upper back. Let's take one more full round of breath here, inhaling deeply through the nose as we think about lifting and lengthening, before exhaling slowly, also through the nose. On your next inhale, let's come back through that neutral spine, bringing both arms up overhead again. And as you exhale, bring both of your hands down to your thighs or down to the earth. Moving slowly, we'll begin to come onto our left sides, finding our Shavasana for the day. Turn onto your left hip and slowly lower down to the earth. You might create a pillow with your hands here or rest your head on your bicep as you bring your right arm out in front of you, or perhaps place your right hand on baby and belly. You can keep your legs long, or you might bend your knees. You might even grab a pillow or blanket here to help support any areas of the body that need it and making yourself more comfortable. Once you've found a position that feels good, close your eyes and draw your attention inwards, perhaps bringing your attention to your belly and your baby, just noticing how you and how baby feel. You might take one final long inhale through the nose, and a long exhale also through the nose, before allowing your breath to return to its normal rhythm. I encourage you to stay here in Shavasana for a few minutes at least, allowing yourself this moment of repose and rest. Take this time to connect with baby and to thank yourself for spending this time on your mat and moving in a way that benefits both mind and body. I know I am thankful to you for spending this time practicing with me today, and I hope you feel the benefits as much as I do. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more prenatal yoga content just like this. I hope to see and practice with you again soon.